So I had the chance to watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, Episode 12. The episode was titled The Last Tango with Paris, okay? And there was a scene that really bothered me. It was Moniece Slaughter, my baby, having an argument with Brooke Valentine. In an earlier episode, Moniece went into the booth to sing to a song that Roccstar produced, and I think that he may have also written the lyrics. I'm not perfectly sure. But basically, she had a severe panic attack and I guess a bad reaction to a medication that she was on. The dosage was just like upped, I guess, the day before or whatever. And, she had a really bad reaction to it. She was basically on the floor, could barely breathe. Her heart, I think she had heart palpitations. Let me see. I think she was really, really scared. She couldn't really breathe. And she had trouble with speaking as well, from what I could tell. And it was just a very scary moment. That's definitely a medical issue that a lot of people have, having panic attacks and whatnot, right? So during that scene on an earlier episode, Brooke Valentine was in the studio as well as Roccstar, and when they saw her going through this, they were Roccstar was saying things like, "Oh, this is just weird. She's acting weird," and Brooke, of course, thought that she was basically faking her panic attack. So when the ladies were in London, I can't remember everybody that was there. I mean, I'm gonna forget the name, but Paris was there, Paris Phillips, LaBrittany Franklin, Tierra Marie, Bridget Kelly, hey Bridget, and let me see, Nicki Madaris, Moniece Slaughter, and Brooke Valentine. They were all in London, and basically, conversation ensued between Moniece and Brooke, and they had an argument, on episode 12. And basically, Brooke was letting her know, like, yeah, I thought you were faking. And I'm looking at you like, yeah, this chick, this isn't some real medical issue, even though Moniece went to the hospital on that episode. And after the fact, Brooke is like, yeah, I thought you were faking. And then she was up in the green screen in the confessional or whatever. But she basically said to us, to the audience, yeah, not only did she think that she was faking, but she said, if Moniece wants to continue with this story that basically she was sick that day, then whatever, that's your business. Well, Brooke should be a damn blogger. Brooke stays in people's business. Now, I don't know why you want to try to act now like as if you're not concerned with what happened earlier in the studio, weeks ago, months ago. I don't know how long. I don't know when the gap was in between the studio incident and then ladies in London and Brooke and Moniece having this discussion. But it really royally pissed me off. You see, I have always defended Brooke Valentine, or 99% of the time. And the reason why is I gave her the benefit of the doubt, because I know that there is in fact a hashtag war on pretty. I use the hashtag war on pretty on social media. Should I call it social media, where the hosts congregate? Because I believe that there is a movement, a conscious movement, as well as a subconscious movement. Did I say movement or did I say movement? But anyways, I meant to say movement. I might even mess up and say moonman or something like that. It's an MTV movie award. But anyways, the point is this, my lord. What I meant to say was, I think that there's a movement against, attractive women, and me burping and y'all not mentioning it in the comments. I'm not editing that out. I noticed somebody's going to mention this since it was just on the fly. I didn't mean to burp. I'm just going to leave it in there, okay? Just kind of like how your mama be letting men leave it in there, and then she be making all them babies that she be leaving at Planned Parenthood. But that's not what this video is about. It's not about your mama being a hoe. The point is this, my lord. When this heifer Brooke, where are my edges Valentine, with them snatch your hair braids that the ghetto girls wear, the ghetto girls who have those Azalea Banks edges, those ABEs, the Abes, Azalea Banks edges. Basically, your girl Brooke Valentine is going to sit up there and basically say that my baby Moniece Slaughter, God's daughter, was faking her panic attack. You know what, Brooke? It's wrong to wish bad. Look at me, my stuttering, non-talking ass. I'm a dumb mofo sometimes, right, my Jesus? Can y'all give it up for me, Maggot Daddy, being a dumb mofo sometimes? I'm over here trying to talk some shit about Brooke Valentine, my non-talking ass. Dyslexia is something else. Dyslexia, mild retardation, all the other issues I got, okay? I'll chop it up with my therapist on therapy day, Thursday. But anyways, my lord, Today is Tuesday. I got 2 more days to go before I can talk to my therapist. Where was I? This heifer, Brooke Valentine, is going to dare to say that my baby Moniece Slaughter was faking her panic attack. And it's wrong to wish bad things on people. But Brooke, I hope you experience a panic attack for the first time in your life if you've never had one. And then that way you can see things from a person who suffers from that experience. Because in that way, maybe you'll understand this is no joke. I don't know whether or not she's ever actually had one, but I've seen people with them. I've seen people have panic attacks, and it's a very scary thing. It's like being on an airplane, right? And the airplane is like coming, like crashing, free falling. Like you know that the airplane is going to crash, and the lights are flickering, and you're just like falling. Like you know how like in Get Out, when the main character was falling into the sunken place and he was just like screaming in silence, and he was just falling deep into the abyss, and he was like waving his hands if there's nothing to grab onto to pull you up. That's what experiencing a panic attack is like. It's like being in a room with, or rather an airplane falling to the ground with flickering lights, or just falling into darkness, and you're trying to reach up and there's nothing to freaking grab onto and pull you out of that well of emotions and thoughts. It's a very scary thing. It's a very dark place. It's nothing to play around with. And to say to somebody like Moniece, who's the truth, was sitting up there faking, we got to think about it like this. Moniece's storyline from the beginning is that she goes through a lot of stuff, including mental and emotional things. And that's one of the reasons why I love Moniece so much. Usually when people go through the stuff like what Moniece is going through internally, they try to hide it, especially black folks. Like, it's kind of a no-no to be discussing things like depression and, you know, panic attacks and stuff like that for black folks and mixed folks, because it's like, oh, you know, your parents will tell you need to toughen up, life is going to be hard, pray to white baby Jesus, you'll be all right, you know, stuff like that. Excuse my language, I'm just keeping it real. This is how it goes down in black and mixed households. You know what I mean? You looked at it as like some sort of like coward or some punk because you're showing vulnerability. It's like, well, how are you going to be able to handle life if you're over there fighting demons? See, this is the thing. You can say that everybody has demons, right? Now, mean people take their demons and they go and take the energy from the demons and go and fight people outside of themselves. Experiencing a panic attack is like the demons manifesting, but you're fighting with the demons, but only you can see them. And everybody else is looking like, what are you swinging at? Or why are you over there in the corner crying? It's because you're getting your ass whooped by a force that has overpowered you from the inside out, and only you can see it. That's what having a panic attack is like. It's surreal. You're like, wait a second. Even if you tell yourself, even out loud, this shit isn't for real. Whatever I'm experiencing right now is all in my head. This is not real. This is not real. And you can pray a lot of times, and that won't help. Deep breaths, sometimes that doesn't help. You might say, well, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to drink some water. I'm just going to meditate for a minute. I'm just going to just close my eyes. Or I'm going to turn on some music, some soft music. Or there's different things that you might do to try to calm it down. But sometimes it's like nothing helps. Sometimes you'll need to talk to somebody. Maybe it's a person who's close to you. It might be your spouse or your mom. And it's like nothing helps. There's a lot of things people do. Some people will pop a pill depending on whether or not they're on medication or whether or not they're self-medicating. Some people, that's why a lot of people, and honestly, a lot of black folks smoke weed because they have either panic attacks or other sort of mental or emotional issues. And that's their way of, basically, they're drowning themselves in smoke. And sometimes that only makes things worse because then they become paranoid. And then that's a whole nother issue. And then, you know, they'll end up attacking somebody or basically destroying themselves from the inside out. But anyways, y'all, shout out to my baby Moniece Slaughter. Brooke, you are a pretty petty bitch. You get on my last damn nerve. I don't give it. Listen, I'm not trying to participate in the war on pretty out here. I'm not saying, listen, Brooke, you may be pretty, But you're a heifer, okay, Brooke? You're dead damn wrong for acting like Moniece was out there playing around with something like that. Whatever she's going through inside, internally, has been talked about since the first season. We're on season 5. So we know that Moniece experiences things like this. This is no secret. This is nothing new. It just so happened to happen when the cameras were there rolling and we got to see it for ourselves, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because it may have been embarrassing to Moniece. However, it was the perfect time for us to raise awareness. If Love and Hip Hop can take out time to make gay specials and promote the LGBTQ community, the LGBTQ barbecue screw you community, if they can sit up there and promote homosexuality and say things like black folks need to suck more sausage and stuff like that, then they need to have a special. They need to have those, like how they have like the little not so much a disclaimer, but like a public service announcement or whatever, like raising awareness and stuff, like you need to embrace the LGBTQ and kiss you, a gay person, on the mouth or the forehead or whatever. Well, y'all need to talk about this whole black mental illness issue, because honestly a lot of black folks are mentally ill, and I'm not saying that panic attacks are a form of mental illness, because I'm not perfectly sure. I am not a doctor. I know a lot of you are surprised with my high IQ and this mean 3.5 inches. However, I am not a doctor. I'm just as smart. Well, actually, I'm smarter than a doctor, but that ain't none of y'all goddamn business. The point is this, my lord, okay? At the end of the day, if Love and Hip Hop and VH1 can sit up there and promote homosexuality, then y'all can promote mental health awareness, excuse me. That's what we need to see on the show. That's what they need to be promoting. That's what they need to make a special for. That's what I should be seeing in between clips of in the episodes and whatnot. You got black women throwing drinks on each other like freaking crazy. Like, you think that her weave is gonna get wet, she's gonna curl up and die? I mean, you have all types of foolishness on the show. Obviously, a lot of these people suffer from some sort of mental issue. I'm not gonna name names of anybody who hasn't come out and said that they, have some sort of mental problems. And to tell you the true in the closet is not homosexuality, because at the end of the day, we generally know when somebody in our family is out there suckling the peen on the side. You know what I mean? It's like nobody's surprised if somebody comes out in their family, at least when they're black. So I don't want to hear this crap about black people being in the closet. I can't remember the last time some black person came out the closet, particularly a black male, and we looked and we were like, oh my God, I'm shocked. But anyways, the true closet is this mental health crisis among you Negroes, okay? and it doesn't mean you're crazy. Now, personally, I would say that the person who's crazy is somebody like Brooke. Now, this is no shade. This is not me trying to be disrespectful, because she is a pretty girl and I am team pretty girl. So I'm on Brooke's side. Don't get it twisted, okay? The only thing I'm saying is this, okay? Brooke Valentine acted like a heifer to Moniece Slaughter, and she deserves an apology. And then you went and sang the song. You went in the booth and sang the song behind her back while she went to the hospital while she was sick. You went and took advantage of the situation and in my opinion, stole the song from her. That's disgusting. But anyways, y'all, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a Moniece and Brooke Valentine fan with a microphone. You might be saying, Meat, you talked all that crap about Brooke, but yet you're a fan of her. Yeah, she's a pretty girl, so team pretty for life, hashtag team pretty girl. It is what it is, y'all. We got to fight this hashtag war on pretty out here. The demons are out here trying to come after my baby Moniece Slaughter, God's daughter. Keep her in your prayers. Them demons are for real. Those dark energies, those forces. And we saw them come upon her. It is what it is, y'all. Panic attacks are real. People are really going through it. You may not see it, but trust me, when it's there, you feel it. But anyways, y'all, this is all my opinion. Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comment section. If you can listen to me ramble for 15 minutes about my opinion on one scene, well, more than one scene technically, but on some scenes from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, you could definitely, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think, all right? Let me know what you think about it all below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify, share this video on social media with the host congregate, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, 2 cans with a string in the middle, and telepathically. That way, everybody and their mama too knows that Meat Magazine, aka Meat Magadaddy, and Moniece Slaughter's biggest fan, is tired of y'all trying to act like panic attacks and mental health are not a big deal. They really are a big deal.